Welcome to this new WINOA technical webinar. The topic of the day will be the conditioned carbon cut wire for shot pinning applications. The cut wire abrasive is no more than a wire which is cut in different blocks in order to manufacture the particles. And depending on the size of abrasive the manufacturer expects, they will choose or a thick wire or they will choose a very thin wire, depending on the size of the abrasive to be produced.
Following this example, remind that the cut wire is made of a continuous wire which is cut with specific dimensions. So I mean, when they cut it, the length is equal to the diameter first, and then this grain is conditioned for shot pinning applications. So that's why in this webinar, we will not focus on the cut wire as cut, which is for different applications. As you can see, in this operation, there is only one single wire with the right diameter, which is cut by one or two rotary blades. Of course, this operation provides a very low level of productivity. The following example comes from a low-cost and low-quality cut wire manufacturer, but the production principle is the same for any cut wire manufacturer.
Knowing that the original wire is very soft, maybe you wonder how is it possible to obtain cut wire abrasive from 300 to 800 Vickers. Usually, it's not due to thermal treatment. It's not a very popular method. The hardening of the particles is made during the conditioning process. I mean, the conditioning is not only to give a shot shape to the particles, but the aim is to give the right hardness to the particles. And this hardness is obtained depending on the time of conditioning and the throwing speed of the particles. Longer is the time and better will be the shape. Higher is the throwing speed and higher will be the hardness of the abrasive. So it means that a cut wire particle is pre-shot pinned because there is an internal stress inside the particles which gives the right hardness.
The manufacturers of cut wire use exactly the same system as we use in our test center. So I mean a conditioning machine with storage of the abrasive and horizontal wheel to throw the abrasive on targets. Now we are going to review together the main cut wire specifications. I mean SAE J441, VDFI 8001, and SAE AMS 2431. On this table, you can see how the conditioned cut wire are classified. And here you can see exactly the same, but based on real pictures of the particles. Now, let's see what are the specifications for conditioning. First level, SAE says pre-rounded edges and no more. So it means that SAE standard consider that G1 conditioning level is enough. The VDFI standard is more accurate because they consider that a specific number of grains stuck on a specific surface must meet at least a few particles with non-acceptable shapes and this level of bad grains is expressed not in percentage but in per thousand. So it means they allow 2 per thousand or 4 per thousand particles controlled. For AMS, the standard is more simple to understand because they define a specific level of marginal shapes and non-acceptable shapes depending on the size of the cut wire.
Let's see now how the size of the cut wire is measured depending on different standards.
For VDFI standard, the method is quite the same as our method. I mean, they use sieves, but with very narrow specifications, as you can see on the screen. So it means that 85% of a product is retained on the nominal size. So it means all the grains are very, very concentrated on only one sieve, knowing that there is only 5% allowed on the sieve before. For SAE and AMS standard, the size distribution is controlled by the weight based on a specific number of particles depending on the original size.
Let's see now how the hardness is measured depending on the different standards existing.
VDFI standard specifies that the mean hardness must be between specific ranges depending on the level of hardness, plus the fact that all individual measurements must be also between a specific range. SAE standard just specifies that a minimum of hardness must be achieved, but there is no maximum. So tolerance is very high. AMS standard gives also specific hardness ranges for the mean calculation, and 90% of the individual measurements must meet also the range.
Of course, you can find different chemistries of cut wire. We will focus today only on the high carbon chemistry. And as you will see in the next screen, chemistry is not very different compared with our abrasive, and the standards also don't make a big difference between chemistry requirements. So it means the benefits of the cut wire are not due to its specific chemistry, which is basic.
As you can see, chemistry of cut wire is not so different. The only difference is due to the carbon level inside the material, which is a little bit lower than our shot. The reason is very simple. It's because on the market, a wire with 1% of carbon doesn't exist. So that's why they had to adapt the standard to this reality of the market.
So of course, cut wire has different advantages. We can obtain a very high hardness in order to pin very hard parts. But one of the main benefits of the cut wire is also his very low level of consumption. Keep in mind that for the same hardness, the difference of consumption between cut wire and shots is 3. I mean, consumption of cut wire in the same conditions and for the same hardness is 3 times lower. So maybe you can wonder why quality and why lifetime is so different. This is due to the manufacturing process. As you know, our shots are atomized, and due to this atomization process, there is internal stress which makes the grain sometimes brittle and which increase the consumption. For the cut wire, this is totally different. Knowing that the cut wire pellets are coming from a wire, this wire is very dense, there is no hollow inside, all the material is very cohesive, and something more, all the microstructure inside the cut wire is in the same direction. In our shot, the microstructure is mixed, and that's why the cohesion inside the grain is weaker than the cut wire.
On this picture of microstructure of cut wire, we can see that all the lines, all the so-called fibers, are in the same direction, which provides a very good cohesive behavior of the particle, and which explain that consumption is lower because the grain is more strong. On this example of microstructure of our shot, we can see that all the structure is random, is mixed, but there is no real cohesion between all the so-called fibers, so that's why it makes the grain of shot more weak.
You will understand better with the next example.
On this example, I took a ball of cotton where the structure is random, and you can see it's very easy to tear without any effort. This is how our shot structure works. Now I did the same exercise with a piece of fabric made of cotton also, but because the structure is very well organized, you can see it's really more difficult to tear, and this is exactly how the structure of the cut wire works, and this is why lifetime of the cut wire is longer.
So the higher lifetime of the cut wire can be explained by two parameters. First, there is no internal defaults inside the cut wire material, and second point, all the internal microstructure is orientated in the same direction.
Please find on this chart an example of consumption between S330 58 Rockwell versus cut wire at 640 Vickers. As you can see, the ratio of 3 is still there.
And the last parameter evaluated by the standards is the lifetime of the particles.
As you can see, only VDFI requests a specific lifetime of the cut wire. So this lifetime is between 2800 and 4600, depending on the size of the particles and also the conditioning level and of course hardness.
Maybe you already experienced that cut wire designation through the standards is really a nightmare to understand. Let's see together what is the meaning of this strange alphabet.
So sure, VDFI standard seems really amazing, but in fact it's quite easy to understand. The first three letters means cut wire in German language. Second group, conditioning level, G1, G2, G3. The third number is the size of the cut wire. Then hardness in Vickers and the original specification. For SAE standard, it's again more simple because the two first letters are for cut wire. Then the number 32 is the diameter of the original wire in thousands of inches, and then the two last figures are the hardness specifications. AMS standard is also quite easy to read. The first letter A means AMS spec. Then H means the hardness range, high. And the last number means the diameter of the original wire in thousands of inches. On this table, you can find the correlation between the commercial designation and the diameter of the wire in inches and in millimeters.
Let's see now in which applications we can use this cut wire.
You can see here that the main application will be road transportation in the following applications: helicoidal or leaf springs, gears, stabilization bars, and so on. Aerospace in shot pinning will be dedicated for landing gears, safety equipments, or parts of the engines.
So now, the time where cut wire was seen only as a competitor is over, because we are able to submit the same and very good quality on the market. We can approach aerospace business, but the most important for this kind of customers is the fact that your product meets or not their specifications. So no problem, we can. And on automotive business, now we can submit very high quality products, plus your usual technical expertise on the field. I mean, with all the new tools we have developed since a few years. And don't forget that on the top of all this technical service, every time you will make a machine check at a shot pinning customer, you will have, of course, to check by yourself the Almen Arc 8, or with the customer device, or with your personal comparator to know what is the strength delivered on the parts through the Almen Arc 8. So I hope that now you're more comfortable with cut wire and shot pinning operations. Don't forget to ask to this kind of customer when you visit them, first, what is the hardness of the expected cut wire? What is the hardness of the part to pin? What are the standards or specifications to meet? What is the Almen Arc 8 they expect to achieve? And also, what is the conditioning level they expect on the cut wire? Don't hesitate to contact us if you need more information. Don't forget to play with the quiz, and as usual, see you soon.